I was asked about a specific spiritual guru. The name was, let me see, Acharya Prashant. Acharya Prashant. And I'm going to explain something which is a very subtle nuance, which you rarely will see because you need to spiritually awaken, understand libido self-empowerment and libido toxic metaframing. So you need these three things as a basic understanding of how things work in order to understand what I'm talking about. So, and this is a fact. This is not something that can be disputed or negated or anything. So, the normal man, has constant desire to reproduce physically. We see that even with yogis, that they have high sexual energy because they open up their energy fields, and that's what creates even more higher sexual energy. And this is a part of the human design. We are libido, we are sexuality. The body was created from man and woman, and then itself the body wants to procreate further with a man or woman. And so you could say the experience of this incarnation is pure libido, pure sexual energy. Now, to assume that there is a human body which doesn't have this energy would be wrong, because that just doesn't work this way. Any incarnation came through that energy. So it is the creating energy, the life force that seeks the connection between yin and yang, and that becomes explosive and creates a new being. The yogi or the guru pretends often to have transcended this, when in reality something else happens with many gurus. I'm not saying every guru, but with many gurus. And I can feel which one, but I'm not going to say right now. Where it applies, where it doesn't apply. The problem begins when somebody claims to be a guru and goes into the limelight of being a guru and pushes himself purposefully to be perceived as the guru, and then has a message which is not aligned with the highest spiritual awakening, the non-duality, then it's usually out of the libido, because that's what we are as the body. Now, in order to transcend that, you would have to completely disassociate with the body. Then you probably wouldn't be anywhere near YouTube, social media, fame, and all this stuff. So what I'm saying is, the more famous you are, the higher likelihood that you're doing it because of libido. That's not a problem in itself, because some people are very authentic with that. But a guru who should be able to see everything and bring people into the light, if he doesn't say authentically that he's doing it because of his libido, because of sexual desire and desire for joy, the sacral chakra, then he's basically lying to the people that come to him for spiritual enlightenment. Because in a sense, what he truly wants, or she wants, from this energy field is taking advantage of spiritual knowledge in order to attract, to procreate. And if that is not only openly communicated, it's a form of manipulation. And we see that with many gurus. We see with many gurus that these stories come up, these about women and stuff. And like I said, in itself it wouldn't be a bad thing, but it must be openly communicated. Because otherwise, he's either not awakened, and if he's awakened and knows it, he's lying. He's not 100% authentic. Or for some people, it's also about root chakra fear. Having more money. What happens if I don't have enough money? Need more fame. What happens if I don't have enough fame? The fear of not having enough. Root chakra blockage, karma. So what I'm saying is I can feel, and I'm not going to name names, but I can feel in certain people whether it comes from a non-dual awakening and high guru perspective, or whether it comes from pure libido. And many gurus are very good in subtly hiding this fact, and then they'll be sleeping with women and making money, and that's their primary objective, but they would never tell you. And that, in my way, is not authentic. And I believe that, and I see this, I very much clearly see this. I'm so highly sensitive to energies that I very clearly see in which dynamic the guru is. The only guru that baffles me somewhat is Sadhguru, because he's looking for a lot of fame. He's looking a lot of centeredness. He does not talk about spiritual awakening. And maybe he wants just to feel that he's a good person, that he does something positive for the world. I think the real truth is maybe the real truth is that he's a narcissist, and he needs it to keep his mind alive, and he needs the attention for that. Possible. Maybe. I personally feel that the only real guru that authentically communicates with absolute integrity was Ramana. And maybe Papaji. Mooji, I don't believe so much, because Mooji does it to what extent also to for his libido, but he does not communicate it. But his non-duality teachings are of high value, absolutely. But the whole thing with the Sangha, having so many people around him, so many women around him. See, again, I'm not dissing it in the sense that it's okay if you're open with your communication. But he's not open with his communication about this. For example, he cheated on one of his girlfriends with somebody else that came there. So, that's something to be aware of if you're searching for a guru.